Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. You know, Las Vegas is the home of surf and turf. Every steakhouse, gourmet room, all up and down the strip, even locally, surf and turf specials. Well, we're doing surf and turf today, but I'm going to show you how to do surf and turf for under $8 per person for a family of 4. Stick around, surf and turf next. Okay, so I've got my tri-tip roast here. Just a hair over 2 pounds, trimmed it up. And I'm going to use my meter to get an accurate cook. Slide it right into the thickest part of the meat. And we're going to season with fresh ground pepper, salt, and granulated garlic. And we're going to season both sides very liberally because it is a pretty good sized piece of meat. So we'll do this side. Then we're going to flip it over, do the other side. And once I have both sides seasoned well, I'm going to get a small baking tray with a rack on it. And we'll put the meat onto that tray. So when we cook it, we get airflow underneath the meat as well as on top. It'll give us a more even cook. So I've got my oven preheated to 225 degrees. And we're going to cook this until we get an internal temperature of 135. So it's going to take about 2 hours, maybe a little less. So while that's cooking, we're going to work on our horseradish sauce, which is very simple. Basically, it's 2 tablespoons of prepared horseradish and 4 tablespoons of mayo. And we'll just mix it up real good, put that in the refrigerator until it's time to eat. And it's basically a creamy horseradish sauce like you would get at a steakhouse. All right, now the shrimp. Get my water on some heat. I'm going to add some Old Bay. Now that water is cold. I just turned the fire on. I've got about 1.5 pounds of 16 to 18 to the pound shrimp. And we're going to still have the tails on. We're going to put that right into the Old Bay in water. And the reason for this is you don't want to put your shrimp right into boiling water. This water never reaches a boil. So it cooks the shrimp slower and lower so they continue to be tender. If you just throw them right into hot boiling water, your shrimp are going to tense up and be very rubbery. So as soon as they become white, we're going to pull them out and put them into that ice bath. That's how you get the most tender shrimp. Okay, next, we're going to make the shrimp cocktail sauce. We're going to go with 2 teaspoons of horseradish, 3 tablespoons of ketchup, a few dashes of Tabasco sauce, a couple dashes of Worcestershire sauce, and a few dashes of lemon juice. And we'll get that all mixed up as well and put that in the refrigerator. So far we did our tri-tip, which was $18, and our shrimp, which was around $16. So we're going to come in right around just over $8 per person for this delicious surf and turf meal. Not bad. So we got our sauce made, that's in the fridge. And we're going to now take our shrimp, take the tails off, and put them into a separate bowl. And while I'm doing that, if I can remind you to please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends and family all about us. Leave a comment if you can, I really appreciate it. hit that bell as well to stay up to date on newest recipes. So once we get all these shrimp into the bowl, it's time to take out our roast, and we're going to hit it with the torch first, because you're going to see here, although it's done and it's super tender, it doesn't look very appealing. So we're going to hit our torch and make it look delicious. Alright, that's always fun to play with a little bit of a torch. If you don't have that, you can put it under the broiler, and that'll help give you a little caramelization color. So let's cut this baby in half. Look at that. That is perfectly cooked and so tender and juicy. Look at this. That's perfect. So we're going to cut these slices up. Remember, always cut against the grain for the most tender slices. So where you see those lines going on that meat, you want to cut the opposite way. Nice thin slices. Just like that. And then we're going to plate up here. I've got a few slices of beef. I'm going to make a nice little circle with the shrimp for the shrimp cocktail. There we go. One more. And I'm going to take some cocktail sauce and put a dollop right in the middle of all that shrimp. And then we're going to put a dollop of horseradish sauce on each side of the beef. And we'll top it off with some chives just to give it a little bit of color. I should have had a couple slices of lemon, but I didn't. That would also be great. And you're all set. Surf and turf for $8 a person. Enjoy.